Hi, everybody. Always something new here on this. We got some new fun toys that we were playing with. So welcome to a toy of the day here on Kastor's Corner. And this is clearly way too bright of a light. Nope. It's fun of doing things live. You can't really see what the camera's going to look like. So yeah, there we go. So welcome to another toy of the day. I promise this. We got better pictures this time. You can see in the little thumbnail. Anyway, welcome to another toy of the day here on castorscorner.com. It's nothing but exciting here. Sorry it's late. It has been a long day. The reason it's so late is because I work a day job. And at some point during the day, I got a message from one of our followers, thank you, Dan, saying that something new was out. And so after work, I decided to run around and try to find it. And I did not get home until almost 8 o'clock. And then I kind of fell asleep for a half hour and then had dinner. And then now I'm here. And I had set up some of our new toys, new tech toys to help us with all this stuff. And so, yeah, it's just been a busy day, but I made it, right? I'm still here. I got something. And the other thing, it was really hard picking a toy because we've gotten so much lately that I'm trying to figure out like the best way to roll them out. And so you get to peek behind the curtain and see the chaos that does go into doing this kind of work. So yeah, so that's why we are here and we're doing what we're doing tonight, which is taking a look at, she gets to the toys, right? It's toy of the day. We're looking at the archive series from the Star Wars Black series, which is Commander Cody and General Thrawn. So there was spoiler warning for The Mandalorian season 2. If you have not watched it, I am going to mention something. Well, maybe I won't mention it. Well, now that I've said it, it kind of goes without saying. So just spoiler warning. This character may come into play somewhere in the future. And he was the last of the Rebel figures that I did not have. And so I didn't get the re-release of the Rebels, even with the new face scan technology. My feeling was they were animated to begin with. So I'm okay with the slightly animated look to all of them. So I'm okay with them looking the way they do. And I really couldn't rationalize paying an extra $20 or, depending on where you go, $29, thank you, FYE, to get those figures. That's just me. That's my personal preference. I already had them. I'm okay with them. And I'm going to talk about that with the rest of the archive series. So I did not get those Rebels. I got Zeb, but I did not repurchase all of my previous Rebels, which is, surprising how many times I've bought, a bot like this. But I felt like it was too close. It was too similar. Just for a new head, I just couldn't rationalize a purchase for me as a collector. Now, if you, I can't even say that. Well, okay, I will say this. If you were to say they were Return of the Jedi figures, yes, I would jump on it, right? I did. I would. But for a property that I'm only so, with or like, but not like, head over heels about. Same thing with the rest of the archive wave. So the archive wave, I'm rambling. The archive wave was 4 figures. So it was Commander Cody. It was Thrawn here. He is really bright tonight. I'm working on the lights. So yeah. The other 2 figures are a re-release with new face scans for Han Solo in Hoth gear and Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear. Now, I've seen comparisons between the new ones and the old ones, and you know what? The new ones look amazing. But Empire was a good movie, not arguing that, but it was not my Star Wars movie. My sweet spot for Star Wars was Return of the Jedi. I am an Ewok fan. Thank you, Steve, for the first 2, for putting that wheels in motion. I still need my Wicket. But for me to rebuy it, I really have to feel passionate enough about it. And the Luke I have and the Han I have, I'm okay with. So I'm using the archive series for myself to either army build or pick up things that I might have missed previously. And in this case, Thrawn here, I helped our friend Mike get him when he first came out, but did not get him myself. So the blue-skinned, red-eyed villain of Star Wars Rebels and maybe upcoming Ahsoka TV show on Disney Plus comes with one blaster. I thought his arms looked a little bit long on him, but when I really looked at dimensions of people, they match up, so they look pretty good. I think it's just the way the elbows, like the I don't know if this will be visible. You can see the elbow pin there. It's that like suit elbow pin that they use for these suited army empire people that kind of break up the sculpt of it. So it puts the break in a weird spot. And if they're not bent at all, if they're straight down, they look extended too much, just I think because of the break. But as a figure, as a whole, I think, he's a welcome addition. He will go with my Rebels. He will go with the rest of the Empire that I have. And yeah, I'm happy with him. And he was $20. So I didn't have to pay I think I was watching, Amazon and eBay auctions, and they were going for $60 to $100 for him. And I wasn't going to pay that. So eventual re-release got that. So happy with that. They're showing up at Targets, Walmarts, and our friends at Mike's Toys and Stuff. Of course, we'll have these in stock too. So, pick your place where you can, really get them. So the other figure in the wave is, again, another re-release of Commander Cody. Now, where this one falls short, I think the detail work, the paint, the scuffs, and everything on him is great. I bought a clone trooper. I have Obi-Wan. I bought characters from Attack of the Clones. And so I have Rex. I believe I have Rex. Yeah, I have Rex. So I figured Ahsoka would get Rex, and my General Kenobi in armor would go well with Cody. So I picked him up on a whim because God knows I need more Star Wars toys. And so in picking him up, I think the missed opportunity here is we all know that, and I think it's Tamara Morrison. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. The gentleman who plays Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and all of the clone voices, it was a missed opportunity to get an unmasked head for him. Considering that they have sculpted it and they have put it under every clone trooper and stormtrooper that's being released right now. If you were to boil, pop, and remove those helmets, the head underneath is that. But this is a fully socketed head. I don't believe there's a face under here. Another head under the helmet, so it's a little bit thinner than the other helmets. But I'm happy to have him. At some point, it would be nice to get an unmasked version of him, of course, to go along with it. But I always wonder too. I noticed that he's got a scope on the bottom of his rifle, which I never could understand. But anyway, so it comes with a blaster, a long rifle. I really like the detail work on the back of the figure, the pack, the belt work and stuff. I think is my favorite of all of it. So I think I've rambled on enough tonight, but I'm happy. It felt good to get these a little bit early. Target, it's mass wisdom, decided to street date these for April 1st. What the hell is going on over there? Can you please explain it to me? But they lifted the street date, and we can now purchase our Star Wars figures like normal people and not look like criminals because we're trying to sneak things out of the store. So there's my archive series. We've got another wave of Star Wars to take a look at. We've got the Mando wave, which is the characters from season 1 of Mando, as well as Dark Rey. We've got Transformers, and we mentioned earlier that those of you that stay on get the little tease. We're trying to figure out how to thank you all for subscribing and get some more subscribers, to be honest with you. So this guy is going to go to a new home, and we will let you know very shortly how to make that happen free of charge, on our dime, all yours. One lucky winner will go home with this, but we haven't announced it or when or where or how. So keep your eyes out because this is going somewhere other than my house. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys subscribing. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos and the stories because I think that that's where we make our connection and where we feel like a community. So Remember to follow us on all social media. We're at Kastor's Korner. Go check out the new podcast. It's our Fanboy Factor reunion. Part 1 is up this week. Part 2 goes up on Monday. And we've got more and more and more and some celebration for our 15th year anniversary coming up this February. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with, I have no idea what toy, but we have a lot to talk about. So see you tomorrow, guys.